Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Thriving Artist, podcast for creatives by creatives. I'm Dawn Tracy, and sitting across from me, I always say this, is a man that needs no introduction.
Oh yeah, no, I need an introduction. Give me an introduction. Okay.
I know him endearingly as Mr. Hale. However, his stage name is Phenom, as in phenomenal. Phenom Universal, if you're really, really looking for him, and he has this extensive website. But I'm not going to do him justice. I'm going to let him tell us a little bit about himself. So welcome to the show.
What's up, thriving artists? Y'all found me. That's what's up. I am thriving. Yes.
You are.
Oh my goodness.
You're doing the damn thing.
Yes, I'm Phenom. I'm a weapon of mass construction. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Now, how would you encompass a descriptor of you? Because I feel like you're multifaceted. I don't feel like rapper or musician is encompassing enough. Like, how would you describe yourself? If to the commoners out there that may not be familiar with you, how would you describe yourself?
That's interesting. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
Okay.
So everything I do, there's an art to it. And I make sure I tap into that part of whatever it is I'm doing. So if I'm balancing budgets, it's an art to this. If I'm building programs, it's an art to it. If I gotta clean my mama basement, it's an art to it.
Okay. Speaking of building programs, you founded EMCEESKOOL.
EMCEESKOOL.
And that's working with the youth. And I think it takes a special person to pour themselves into the youth, especially in Chicago. Chicago gets a bad rap. Your president is trying to come here now. We're not going to go there. But I commend you for spending so much time with the youth and influencing them in a good way. So what led you to start EMCEESKOOL?
Man, I'm happy I'm having this conversation because I get to lay out what I fell in love with, right? And so EMCEESKOOL is my solution. It's what I offer to life. Create an environment, a safe environment for learning for people like me.
People like you being?
Artists, people who are talented, mega talented, but are dejected by life and people's intentions and agendas. Very sensitive, but strong.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes misguided, well preserved, and well preserved. And so artists like that get taken advantage of. They get misguided and taken off of their road. And most importantly, they get disconnected from the download channel that God has for us. And so that's what I do. I create the safe space for that. And what that is I learned that it takes 21 days to change a habit.
You know, that's been dispelled. That's a myth now.
It's a myth.
It's a myth now. It's more like 60 days, but okay.
All right. Okay. So I believed that and I pushed for that and we actually made it happen.
Okay.
Right. The theory was, though, if it takes 21 days to change a habit, I'm going to give them 7 21 days in a row. So it's like a 6-month program.
Well, that's even better.
Right? And so you got time to stink. You got time to try it and fail. You got time to come back and say, no, I'm going to do it again this time and fail. And you got time to lie and we find out your lie and then call you on that and then give you time to rework that. You got time to change because I needed time to change and develop. And so if I'm your teacher, professor, principal, and you don't make it through what I got, hey, you need an exorcism. You know what I'm saying?
Not an exorcism.
You need an exorcism. We need higher powers.
Cut. Everybody cut. Okay, so we do share that commonality. I teach intro to psychology. Yay. You're teaching something else. And I am so glad to hear you say fail. because I'm not even going to say these students, people in general are afraid to fail. But I find that when I fail, those are the best lessons. They hurt, they crack you in the head, but they're so revealing. So, what failure have you made as an artist or personal or professional that really kind of woke you up and put you back on track?
Okay, I have an Harold Washington library full of failures. Okay, as
We're
many
gonna do
books
the
as in
Harold
there.
Washington and not the Obama library that they're building that keeps.
Nah, that ain't even finished yet. Nah, this
I know.
I've stored them. They're in categories and Dewey Decimal Systems and everything. I have plenty of them. But as you said, the failure exposes the truth. It exposes the way. And what I teach the youth in MC school is like basketball. Life is talking to you. You don't need a coach. You don't need the news to come out and talk to you. You don't need, if you are standing in front of the basketball rim and you shoot and the ball goes over the rim, life has told you, shoot softer. You don't need nobody to tell you that. Some people do, but life has just told you. And if you shoot it softer and you make it, life just told you, do that again.
Okay. I don't know that and this is people, youth, young, old, whatever. I don't know that we allow ourselves time to not be distracted enough to listen to what.
I'm sorry.
Life.
You even if you did allow yourself time, there is a full-fledged nuclear level mental health attack on you. So I understand and I forgive that, especially for my students. That's why it's 6 months. I went to Columbia. Shout out Columbia College.
Columbia College? The Columbia College? The expensive Columbia College?
The one, okay. All my money. And what I learned was that you as an artist, you need time. You need time to understand. You need time to connect with yourself. You need time to mess up. And so with MC School, what I try to do is I allow the participant to mess up. And what I learned in Columbia was, man, can I tell a little truth about myself?
Of course. All right, that's what we're here for.
So my first day of classes, I didn't even go to my class. Right. I ditched all my classes on the first day.
Why would one do that?
Because that is the day. If you're going to miss a class, that is the day to miss.
No, I disagree.
To me. Well, to me, because I can catch up with everything else. Okay. When I come, what I missed yesterday. I didn't really miss a bulk of the lesson. I got time to catch up. That was my philosophy.
Okay, so what was more important than meeting your professors and transitioning into college life?
Absolutely.
Shame on you.
Going into other people's classes to see what I'll be missing as I'm in the other classes.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
I'm different, right? And so,
well, I know.
And I went to a media class, and he was talking about cell phones. This was years ago, man. And he said, we want to get the third screen to be an external organ. And I was like, wait, okay, I'm kind of smart. External organ. External means outside. Organ means something very vital to your function.
Exactly.
What is the third screen? I was thinking, and he said it. The first screen is the television screen. And the movie screen. That's the same thing, right?
And then the second.
Then the second screen is the computer screen. Absolutely. And the third screen is the cell phone. And then I was thinking we was just getting flip phones and prime code and all of that.
Oh my God. Yeah. And not the flip phone.
Man, and then I thought, what if we left our phone on the bus? What would our heart do? Anxiety. What would our mind do? What if somebody caught or grabbed our phone and saw our pictures, our privacy?
Or Lord forbid, our browsing history. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I learned that there are mega budgets and students who've been studying for years how to get you to buy stuff that you don't need. Mega budgets. They have studied your nano movements. They study how to make the background scene the right colors that induce your saliva. And I was in, and I left. I left school. I ain't even gonna lie. I left.
I
I
mean,
left.
that's consumer psychology, though. It's, I mean, even the history of advertising, the person that learned about classical conditioning based on animals and started
Mm.
to apply those principles to a child.
Mm-hmm.
The child was 9 months, had no consent. The little Albert experiment, you can look it up, as a horrible experiment, but yeah, that.
So knowing that, I was like, yo, these babies don't have a chance.
They don't.
They don't have a chance. And knowing the techniques of repetition and so on and so forth. So I went kind of having the plan of the oppressor in doing the exact opposite in my trainings.
Whoa, that
That's what's up.
freaking deep. But
Revolution.
The revolution will not be televised.
Not be
It will be
televised.
broadcast on all major platforms, but it won't be televised. So you learned that little snippet sounds like it made an impact on you.
Yeah.
And you have used, and I know because I followed, we've been Facebook friends for decades.
Facebook.
I mean, seriously, decades.
Wow. Yeah.
But I just recently started following you on Instagram.
Wow. Okay.
And let me just say that I think you are taking what impacted you in that moment and you're using it to your benefit, because you are promoting your new projects. I mean, you perform tomorrow at the Taste of Chicago.
The Taste of Chicago.
Which I think is a big deal. Like, I'm seeing this and I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
I knew you were a big deal. I didn't know you were huge deal.
I'm that.
You can toot your own horn.
I'm
it's
that.
fine.
Okay.
Oh wait, he took the glasses off.
I'm that. Yeah, I'm a big deal. It's important. Let me tell you why it's important.
Please.
For me to be a big deal. Because I'm unapologetically good. Right? And that means I want to create the safe space for everybody. One of my smart students identified what it is that I have, and I'm glad he did that.
What is
God
it?
level go.
Tell us
He
the
said,
secret sauce.
I have a radical inclusivity about me.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
And I took some training. I was a part of the Public Allies program. Shout out AmeriCorps. The Public Allies program, I was hired by Michelle Obama.
I know, I saw that.
18, I was little and green and 18. And
who's Michelle Obama? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right. And so I spent 10 months under her direct tutelage. And that woman taught us, she beat us into submission with her challenges. Man, I remember MapQuest. Remember MapQuest?
I do.
What?
Yeah.
She printed out this MapQuest packet and we opened it and saw dots all over the map. And she's like, yeah, go there and find those places. And we get on a bus, we find these places, and there's one place, there's nothing there. And we call back, Michelle, there's nothing here. She said, exactly. Find out why. And hung up.
Oh, wow.
So we had to ask the people of the community, what was right here?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a church. What happened to it? It burned down. How? And then we get into what's really happening to the community. So she taught us how to canvas and taught us how to really organize. The first step in organizing is observing. Don't come with your file cabinet of answers for a community or space. Be a co-alchemist in the learning and the growth. And so,
oh my God,
with that, coming into hip hop, at the time that I did, it wasn't about self-progression.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't about community self-progression. It was about your pocket progression and your material progression. And I felt that it was a bait and switch. When I got in, it was Arrested Development. It was Public Enemy, 911 is a joke. Mm-hmm. Those are meaningful songs.
Impactful.
Even all the way down to Fresh Prince. Parents just don't understand. Mm-hmm. Thank you, man. You speaking for me.
You are really aging us.
Yeah, I mean, one of the truths of hip hop is some of these babies end up coming into hip hop on the 35th floor. And it's such a party up there that they have no idea that there's a lobby.
Mhm.
They don't care. They don't care about the floors that hold them up.
Yeah.
They just know that, man, I'm the best. I'm the best.
You can be the
And
best, but you are crawling or walking because other people crawled and hobbled
exactly.
and they don't know. I think and maybe and you're probably gonna be like, don't quote a white rapper, but Jack
What? No.
Harlow was
No.
on. Wait, do you remember this? He was on like an award show. So I don't know if you know who Jack Harlow is, but Jack Harlow is pretty popular. I think he's from Kentucky, and he sampled a song by Brandy, but
Mhm.
he didn't know
That it
that
was Brandy.
Brandy
Oh.
had made the song. And
Mhm.
it was just very awkward because Black culture, we're Black. I'm
Mhm.
Black presenting. Like I never aspire to be anything else. Black culture is responsible for so much. Like people love Black culture, they love to appropriate it, but they don't have that same love for Black people. And I would think just as an artist, a white artist, he would have done the groundwork, but he made it without doing that. And
It's not designed for that. And the keepers of hip hop are not enough to regulate that.
okay.
And it's not really that. Hip hop is a tool, and we forget that. And that's part of my crusade. Hip hop is a tool. It is. There's a culture in South Africa whose language was going extinct,
Uh-huh.
but the youth, the babies, did a song in that language, a hip hop song, and that made the internet, and then that got 11 million views,
Well,
and the language began circulating and thriving all over again. It is a tool.
and speaking of South Africa,
Mhm.
aren't you going to Africa soon?
Next year, next year.
Next year to
Yeah, yeah. There's a big revival concert out there that they want me to be a part of.
okay, if you need a chaperone,
Oh, okay.
I'm
You want to
totally
go to South? You
down.
got your passport? All right,
I of course I have a
let's
passport, but I
go.
don't want to take all those shots.
But
Um,
I wanna wrap around and close that thought. I deserve to be a big thing,
you are a big thing.
but I deserve to be and I need to be publicly because of what I'm fighting for and because of this one thing. When you go to schools and you see the youth, their eyes are flooded with the falsities of what this art can bring.
Can you
And you,
give us an example of what you consider falsity?
so the generation now, I've learned after working with them, they don't really want to work for the thing. They want to have
Mm,
it already.
okay.
I want to be famous. I don't want to get famous. I
Mm,
want to be famous.
mm-hmm.
And they miss it. They miss the process because we're in a fast food microwave era and the process is missing. So when you see a rapper with diamonds and a nice car, you just see the rapper with the diamonds and a nice car and you say, "Oh, I see myself as that. I want that."
Mm-hmm.
The truth is that nice car needs tags, it needs insurance, it needs
Maintenance,
maintenance.
yeah.
But the rapper don't really show that part. And so the
Mm-hmm.
responsibility of having these things aren't shown. And
Mm,
so you just see having these things. And so you can see it in their eyes. But when you telling them, yo, don't be like certain rappers that's in the game, and they say, okay, what we should be like you? What you got?
no, they should be
Who
themselves.
who are you? But we're there to serve as an example, to expand their thinking, to inspire them. And so when I come in, I'm very inspirational. Then it's like, okay, what is your life like? Because I want the rapper life. You're good, you make all the sense in the world, but what I want is the rapper life. Do you have the rapper life?
Mm,
And my goal is to show that one, I'm not a rapper, I'm an MC. And
mm,
there's a difference.
mm-hmm.
A rapper is like a EMT. They do save lives, they can help you. But the MC is a surgeon. They can,
Ooh, that's a
right?
great analogy.
It's and we need each other, right? We need the rappers to bring in the people who need deeper engagement.
Okay, so now I have two questions
Come
based
on.
off of that whole
All right, come on.
pontification.
Come on.
One, what contemporary artists or MCs do you see out there? Who would you consider to be surgeon like in the rap game at present? We're not going to disparage anyone.
I mean, I have to go with Kendrick Lamar because he's obvious because of how big and how effective that lane of conscious hip hop has reached. It didn't normally reach Super Bowl.
Well, he is a Pulitzer Prize winning poet.
Big up to Kendrick, man. Kendrick, I love you, bro. I love what you did. I love you, bro. I love you for what you did to the game. He stepped on snow. I mean, we got a park in Chicago called Washington Park. And when I didn't have a car, I had to cross that park in the snow. And damn, nobody was walking through there. So the snow was knee deep. And I know my calisthenics. By the time I finished walking through the park, it was crazy. But there was a point where I got to the park, or got in the park, and I'm tired of stomping, and I saw some tracks. And I started stepping in those tracks, and it got very easy. It got much easier for me. And that's what Kendrick has done. He has made the snow easier for us to travel through.
Holy shit, you and these analogies, dude.
I'm a master of ceremony.
Damn.
So and he did something that none of us have done, and that got his music was so good, and not specifically for an audience, but it was for a people, right? And so that got the president to love it, and the president had power to put that music places. Come on, President Obama, right. From what I understand, put his music in the capsule that we sent to space.
Yeah, I think I heard that too.
Come on, we in space.
Wow, that's great.
Conscious hip hop is in space. Thank you, Kendrick. That's what's up, bro. And then Super Bowl with the president there, the oppressing president. Bro, you better not bitch up and not do what you do. And it was a double barrel shotgun. Let me pop Drake for being fake, and let me hit Mr. Orange Cheeto for being shorter than Danny DeVito. Blow. So it was gorgeous. Big up to Kendrick. So
wait.
That's that. Yeah.
Okay, wait. And my second question, you talk about inspiring others. Who or what inspired you? Who pours into you? Or what?
Okay. I believe I was sent here.
I saw that in your bio.
Right? I believe I was sent here. And that fully came to me when I was in Iraq. And I looked at a cat.
A cat?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I was like, what language does that cat understand?
Oh. Uh-huh.
Right? And so I did some sounds, and like regular sounds, and then I tried to talk to the cat. The cat understands.
I fucking hate cats.
The cat understood energy. It understood energy.
Oh.
And then I said, oh, okay, my energy can connect here. And I thought, why didn't God put me here? Why wasn't I born here in these conditions? And I thought about Chicago, and I thought about who I've worked with and who I helped, and I understood, okay, I was placed there. I was placed there. And so the ownership of where I tread became stronger. And so
so you're inspired by cats.
I'm
kidding.
I'm inspired by poor people.
Oh.
Poor people are my people. Poor people who are exhibiting poorness. I shouldn't say poor people. People who exhibit.
Wait. This is interesting, because I know you're from the west side of Chicago, and you started in a kind of like an outreach program, right?
Yeah. When I was younger, yeah.
And you left that to create your own, which like takes cojones, chutzpah, whatever you want to call it.
Praise God.
And Chicago has reported that there is a death gap. The report is, if you're born in the west side, on the west side of Chicago, as opposed to the Gold Coast, that you collectively, I'm not saying you, I'm not wishing any ill on you, that people that are born on the west side of Chicago typically die 16 years earlier than someone born on the Gold Coast.
Okay.
So is that part of your mission that poor people, and I don't think maybe they're poor economically or financially, but not in spirit.
No.
They make miracles
This is
happen.
what I mean by poor people.
Okay.
People who are poor, in the poorest in that moment. Like, we could be on the basketball court with the brothers, and we could be having a great time, right? And we just decide to hoop at night. And we are making noise. We are arguing about LeBron, Jordan. You must be crazy. It sounds like we are about to fight.
So somebody's calling the police?
Yeah. And then the police come, not understanding that this conversation is filled with love.
Cultural.
And so
components.
my people now becomes that officer. He's poor in understanding.
Oh, gosh.
So that's my people now. Not saying that I love the cops or nothing, but as far as that human in this situation, he's poorest in understanding. So
okay.
I'm his ally. Hold on, y'all. Relax. I got it. And I use my skill and my ability to, hey, Mr. I don't mind giving you your respect. They don't want to give you your respect. And I understand. I kind of don't want to do it either. But not giving your respect will lead us into a worse situation than where we are now. So I'm going to use my ability to diffuse his misunderstanding.
Okay.
And that's my people. And then, man, why don't you come hoop with us, man? Put that, man, get over here. We'll do your ass. And that's energy that's not threatened. We are not threatened, or we are not threatening. And so he must understand that in those situations. That's what I mean.
So is this something that you teach to your children? And I only had the pleasure of kind of spending time with one of your children, and she's doing really well.
Yeah.
Are we gonna give her a shout out?
Yeah, Genesis, Denise Hale, Maisha from the Shy. What?
Yeah.
No, she's amazing. No. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. Right? And this is why she's amazing.
She's so sweet. I'm just gonna say she's sweet.
She is sugar pie, but if you get under that first layer of the volcano, you'll see what's under there. But her mom is an actress. Shout out to Rashada Dewan, who just left yesterday to be on tour with Alicia Keys for the Hell's Kitchen play.
Cool.
That's what's up. So that's the types of things that her mom was doing. Mm-hmm. And so when we met, I was phenomenal, of course. And God presented a moment for us to unify. And we did, out of understanding of what the world is doing to us, out of understanding of what refuge we can create for each other. And in that time, took about a year, we created Genesis. Now, her mom is filled with the stresses of working the Chicago play circuit and beyond, and I'm filled with the stresses of working in Chicago public schools. Mm-hmm. But we have a decompression component called art, and so we have a channel, we have a process. Genesis is feeling that as she's growing inside of her mother. As she's inside of her mother, I'm beatboxing to Genesis on purpose, playing music, painting on her stomach, all types of things. When she was born, she would go with me to different places. She would go with her mom to different places. So her DNA is filled with what we both are, and she is the embodiment of that. Her singing is outrageous. She ain't even started singing on y'all. She is Mahalia Jackson.
Wow.
And so on the show, they never asked her to sing. They asked her to rhyme. But she been with her daddy all the time, you know what I mean? On the rhyme side, or whenever I'd go to the things, I'd take her with me. And her rhyming ability is outrageous. And then she jumped into Louder Than a Bomb with Brooks' poetry team. And they got to the finals. So her poetry pen is Walt Whitman and Nikki Giovanni. And this girl can freestyle. She can act. She's a problem.
Multifaceted.
And
but she's not the only daughter, because
right,
the other daughter.
all my children are like that. I have the Incredibles. I have them.
Okay, keep whatever you have.
I have them.
Keep it over there.
I have the Incredibles.
No one needs
you know what I'm
those
saying?
kind of
Hit me
problems.
up, y'all. You know what I mean? You want an Incredible?
Nobody.
Hit me.
No. Oh, damn. You want to make more? Holy shitness.
Yeah,
okay.
I want to make 2 more. I always had a dream at 19. I said, I'm going to have a certain amount of youth children to
go for that. I'd love that
bless
for you.
the world. Yeah.
I love that for you.
You love that for me?
I hope you get that.
That's what's up.
Don't look.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Oh, okay. Well, that's another conversation for off the air. I didn't know you were trying. That's great. So Genesis is amazing. She's on the Shy, but your other children, I think Journey is in the business too, right?
So Journey is she just wrapped her first play. She's 8, and she was in Oliver. And she was one of the gang members, and she had to speak like this, and she rocked it. But we watched her go through her process. Oh, I'm excited. It's rehearsal, then rehearsal's till 10 o'clock, and then rehearsal is tomorrow, and then we have tech week, and she understood that. So that 8-year-old has been washed in the industry. Okay, she returned to school with bright eyes, like what is going on.
It does inform your perspective in a new way.
Mm-hmm.
What about your son?
So I have 2 sons. I have Prophet Jabari, who's my second son, and my first son is Teh'Ray Hale Jr., known as Haywire. Haywire, I would take him to the battles and places with me, and he picked up the dance bug. And that boy is an animation dancer, worked his way up through Chicago crews. He was one of those guys dancing downtown on Wacker Drive by the Wrigley Building, making money from all the tourists coming home with $500. Where you get that, son?
Maybe I should start dancing.
You should.
No,
they make bread. And so my son is like making money. And then he went and started his own battles and started his own little organization just for kicks. Go ahead, son.
Oh, I love that.
Like father, like son, them. And so he jumped into the world of dance. The world of dance is like the Super Bowl of dancing.
Okay.
And he headlined that. And then he headlined in another city. And then he headlined in another city. Then they took him to Italy, and he became the most headlined artist for the world of dance.
That is awesome.
Quit playing. And then he got on the TV show. What's the name of the TV show? It was on Fox. It was a dancers TV show. I can't.
Empire?
No. It was just for dancers. I can't. They canceled it, man, because they ain't want dancers all on the screen. It was crazy. But he's moving to LA now on his own from his own earnings. Big up, son. That's
you have to be proud,
about.
Papa. And what about Prophet? Is he in the business?
Prophet is he got the street part. He want the streets.
Oh.
He want the streets. I want the streets. You don't want the streets, son. I want the streets. Then the streets come, and I don't know if I want the streets. Right. And then where you at? I'm in the streets.
Okay, so we missed one then. We talked about your 2
so
sons.
it's Genesis. There's Amara, who's a playwright, but she's more on business. She can sing like Alicia Keys, and she's been in a couple of plays at Carnegie Hall, New York City. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh.
What? She just started college in California, and she is what you call a chameleon. She's on business. She's going to handle
Joe
all
Jackson.
the business.
No, I'm kidding.
Nah, I ain't beat them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to beat them. I ain't have to do none of that. They came here incredible. Each of them were different. And I had to learn how to be a father to that. And it's not a cookie cutter thing. All of them are different.
Yeah. I only have 2. And maybe I only have 2, and that is it. There will never be any more. Thank you.
That's cool.
However, how do you manage fatherhood and still thriving as an artist? Because those are a lot of moving parts. So any tips for us commoners out there in here?
The first realest tip I can ever give anybody, keep God first. bang. 2, you keep your relationships with your family. You need them. You need them.
So you consider your family like your biggest support system?
Or is my only support system is my family.
Oh, wow.
Anything else is a blessing. It's whipped cream on top of the thing. It's beautiful. It tastes good. It makes it look great. But I understand now. At first, the hip hop game gonna make you think that these people are your family. The streets gonna make you feel that these people are your family. But they when it come down to it, when you have an accident, they don't know your blood type. They don't know your history of illness in the family. There's certain things you need your family for. So I made it a point to make sure that the bridges of relationship with my family were strong.
That's so beautiful.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
That is so beautiful. Speaking of family, you were actually one of the few people that knew my grandmother.
Oh.
And knew how much, and I'm going to try not to cry because, oh my God.
LaFern Squire.
And her birthday, had she been here, her birthday was last week. My granny was the shit. Like,
she was and a half, right? She was the shit and a half. I loved LaFern Squire because she was like a piñata filled with sweet experiences of life, man. She was so funny.
Love it.
And I mean, and she transitioned, God bless her soul, but the tracks she made in the snow here are still there. I see them.
Yeah.
And
okay,
I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Whoa.
Shout out to
my
the
grandmother.
Yeah.
My grandmother.
And she was dope with helping the elders. And to be honest, I didn't know how important the elders were until I met LaFern Squire.
Oh my God.
I didn't understand. I knew, you know what I'm saying? Is my grandma? Nah, they are so filled with experiences. Man, you can go firsthand. You can go firsthand and go ask her about what really happened when Dr. King got killed. What happened? And that's when I learned that they started arresting people downtown in Chicago. Well, I didn't know that. Why would they do it? It was all crazy, baby. It was, and just asking elder, man, questions about life, and you're gonna get the realest. You're gonna get the realest real time history on it.
Straight shooter. Damn.
Yeah.
And I will say that, and I think because we had never met back then. We talked.
I tried.
Whatever. Okay, so first of all, I'm trying to dry my face. Cut this shit out.
I was.
And so, but she would always speak so highly of you. And this was this was 98, as you said. So this
98, I won the award. Let me tell you, I know,
and they still didn't give you your props, but
they did. They did that year. That year, I won Teh'Ray Hale Senior. Was I senior by then? I had just become senior. Teh'Ray Hale Senior, new senior, right? New daddy. I won the top award for youth development programs in the city of Chicago.
Was it the state?
77 communities all around Chicago.
Okay.
It was 400 programs citywide. And my youth program was the best. Shout out Power.
And even before that happened, though, my granny would come home or I'd call her at work, and she would always speak so highly of you.
Oh, really?
Which piqued my interest. And I'm like, who is this dude she keeps talking about? And I think I called one day, and you answered, and we just kind of began.
That's where we met. We met on the phone.
Yeah, we met on the phone. So I could have been 600 pounds. And
that's all right.
But I think my granny had my headshot on her desk because she knew that I wanted to create art, and we were in a very enclosed space. It was like 3 families in one house, but she held everybody down.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So that's how our paths kind of crossed and
praise God.
And recrossed because I saw Genesis on a set, and I'm like, I know your dad. And when I said Teh'Ray, she's like, oh, you must really know him, like from back in the day, because nobody calls him that.
Nah.
And so here we are. I mean, it's like
I'm happy about it.
It's great. Me too.
It was a great experience. Sinai and working with LaFern and being young. I was young, so I was under everybody's wing. Oh my God. I don't even see it like that no more. That's why That's probably why I try to take so many under my wing, because I know what under the wing feels like.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. I was under the wing until, man. So that's me. I know I was under the wing.
Yeah.
That's what I operate when I work anywhere, and I love being in the room with elders, because I tell them I know who I am. I keep seeing these images of SNCC and people going to the restaurants to try to stop the racism in the restaurants so we can go in there and eat, and they getting hit in the face, and why are they doing that for the babies? And I realize I'm the babies. I'm who they did it for.
Yeah,
so
they crawl so we can walk.
Yeah, I'm walking, and I know it. I hit a little pimp walk sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When because I know my ancestors. I mean, police don't call me boy, never. Thank you, ancestors.
Please don't say police.
I mean, you know, they don't. There are certain things that don't happen no more. I don't know what a colored sign. What's colored? Color are crayons to me. Yeah. Right. Thank you, ancestors.
We've come a long way. We've got a long way to go.
Thank you. That's what's up.
Can I say that? Speaking of old and new, you have this single called "Rock You," which is a play on Queen's "We Will Rock You."
Yeah.
And I just have to say, as a quirky blurred, I'm a blurred. I'm a black nerd, and I have a very eclectic taste in music. But I've always adored Freddie Mercury and Queen, and I was very surprised by that track. So how did that come to be? You've got Queen. You okay over there, GC? You've got Queen and your lyricism, and you've got Chicago landmarks, and your videos aren't like normal videos. They're not like bitches and hoes at the pool twerking with oil dripping down their ass.
Yeah, nah.
So tell me about that, because it was great to see it. It was. I was like, I like this.
Okay, so we getting a little bit into MC school, okay? So
again, okay.
Right now, I'm saying you are going through the MC school class right now.
Oh, okay.
Asking that question. Okay. So DNA is what this lesson is called. DNA. Queen and Freddie Mercury was a real thing. That was real energy. Freddie Mercury died. He's gone. Rest in heaven.
I know.
Ooh. His energy in life was real. That song and those songs that was done moved the people. And that was a time period that a lot of us don't ever want to forget. When you hear that, no matter what time period you in, it unlocks that time period. And if you're really connected, you could probably see yourself in some Daisy Duke shorts, or a tight, ugly-ass tank top, or biker shorts, or leg warmers, or something, whatever.
I did not do leg warmers.
But just unlocking that tone unlocks those memories. So when an artist samples something from back there, they're taking a DNA sample of that moment, not just the sound. So I wanted to do that purposely. That energy was a rebel. It was a radical energy. And so I wanted to say rock you, because our music does rock you. The one thing that our ancestors left us that we can unlock anywhere is the music, child.
Okay, not a Negro spiritual.
Quit playing the Negro spiritual. What? Let's go deeper in class. What you mean? Have you heard "Wade in the Water"?
I have.
You have? What radio station was that on?
I mean, okay, because
what
LaFern made me go to church.
You understand?
And it moves me, gospel music, and this may be why I don't listen to it. It stirs all the emotions.
Well, great. That was not gospel music.
I'm just saying, like the whole type of
I understand. Let me say
moaning and yearning, It's reminiscent of gospel music.
Negro spiritual. But before that, it was the way we coped and the way we escaped.
Yeah, and that's why it's painful.
And doing that song, yeah, it should be painful because you should not forget about, a lot of things. But that song never had a radio budget. It never had a label budget.
Right.
How do you know it? And it was created so long ago.
That's why it was creative. It was like our form of narrative. How we
that's exactly
tell our stories when they didn't let us read or didn't let us write or
Thank you. Right. And so when you take those DNAs, you unlock those things. And so I chose to take Rock You to make the point that God downloaded to me. That, okay, I'm headed for my people, right? And my people are poor people. And the people who are poorest in the situation that I was downloaded to are the rappers, the entertainers. They are rich, but they are poor. An understanding of the power of this thing. What music, sports could get 40,000 people that don't know each other standing next to each other on one accord. That's powerful.
It is.
That's powerful. And we got the microphone, and once an artist says something and record it, it plays forever. So I said, let me take some of this Freddie Mercury right here and talk to the artists. We will rock you. And it's a dual thing. We will rock you, meaning us, Chicago, will rock your ass. Yes, we will, right? Because of the circumstances here, make us this.
Yeah.
And with that understanding, and if you're so brave, then let's talk about a real issue. We are killing our babies. We are. By giving those false images of 40 booties in the room just shaking for you.
It is by design.
Right?
It is by design.
And so the message is to the entertainers, use your power. And the example of me using my power is the very song itself. And so I can't really sell it, and I don't want to sell it because it's to wake people up, right?
You can't sell it? Well, maybe you should let me put it on the podcast.
You can. It's theirs.
Oh, you heard it. It's immortalized. It's going to be the theme song. Oh, my God. This is divine alignment.
I'm not.
Meet more.
I can't really get into the itemization of life. I don't. Like when you said that stat right there of the West Side, and I don't understand those things. My brain isn't built to hold those, because it would inhibit me from being in a place that God wants me to be. I don't itemize how much money you got, right? How many followers you have, how many songs do you have, as many as he does. None of that really matters when it comes down to it. So I've been trying not to itemize things in life. The fact that we're here is amazing. Thank you, God. So,
see, I like facts. I like them because
we need you. We need fact people.
I know it takes kind of both, but also my thought was always like, why are you in psychology? It's 81% white and 90% male and blah blah blah, and that's why I'm there, so I can learn the rules and break them or use them to my benefit, better my family, better myself, etc., better my community, the world, the planet.
That's good. We need people like you, because I would absolutely leave. I think God made enough space for us on the planet for me to get away from certain people that I can't change or control.
Okay, so you change your music. And if someone wanted to see you perform, I know you're performing tomorrow, but by the time I get to doing my part of it to get it out. Your part today too?
No.
Tomorrow at the Taste of Chicago. But what else? Tell them your Instagram or whatever.
Okay, so at Dat Boy Said, DAT, Dat Boy Said, DATBOYSAID. I have a website, phenomuniversal.com, PHENOM universal.com. But I would like to say that I'm not going to be looking at how many people follow me or nothing like that. but you may encounter me. When you do encounter me, be open. Come and speak to me, and like speak to me. Don't come and tell me, that was dope. What did you like about that? That helps the artist. Don't just say, oh man, you was good. I like everything. Thank you. Right? Tell me where I can improve at. Hit me, and I'm gonna hit you with some betterment, and we're gonna have a better experience.
You bopping right now.
Yeah, I'm already
no
ready.
Playing, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, so I am everywhere. I believe that when we cross paths, the Creator will put us right where we're supposed to be, and it's gonna be beautiful. But yeah, you can follow me or you cannot. You can
perform. You can look for Rock You. Maybe I'm at this camera. Maybe I'm at this one. Look for Rock You. It's a great little bop.
Yeah, it's a message. It's not necessarily for everybody, but you can watch.
I love it though.
I think watch.
So many people.
So
many. Queen is transcendent of a specific genre. So.
But that's a snippet of, or that's the intro to the song that it really is, because it's a 6-minute song.
Yeah.
But I just did the Rock You part.
It is long, but I love the theme. I loved it like immediately.
The second part of the song is really called Sometimes, but I used Rock You and I paid homage to Queen because I wanted the people to understand that and have the DNA. And I used that little snippet for Instagram. But the song goes into Nina Simone, Sinner Man, and I'm talking to the artist who is quote unquote sinning, in my opinion, who is poor in understanding of their gift. So I like to close with this.
Judge not lest she be judged.
I mean, look, I had a vision. God gave me a download during the daytime. I had a daydream that I was walking with my son, my little son. He 5. And in my pocket, I have a $100 bill and I have a $5 bill. And so we walk past this homeless guy, and he like, man, brother, you know what I'm saying? Help me, I need some, And I take out the 5, put my 100 back in there, and I give it to him. And he jump up and give me love. Oh, brother, man, I pray to God that, man, you know what I'm saying? If you bless me, and hug me up and just show me love. Mm-hmm. And my son is watching this whole thing. And the brother goes back and lays down. And we start walking, but my son pulls my hand. Dad, I want to give too. Why does he want to give? Because he felt that transfer of good energy, and he want that too. So, but all I have is that $100 bill. That's all I have. And so for the sake of the lesson, I give it to him. Why did I give him that $100 bill? So that he could give and feel what it feels like to give. But what has been happening is, that is what God did to us. God gave us a gift to give, and it makes you feel great because of the energy exchange. God didn't give that gift to you. I didn't give it to my son to go buy some shoes. I didn't give it to him to go buy some candy. And sometimes on the way there, I could see it, on the way to give to the homeless man, somebody comes out and say, don't give it to him. You know what you could do with that money? And distract him from the purpose of him getting the gift. So I'm very connected of who gave me the gift. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do with it. And I'm on my way. I'm on my way. So whenever I see you, I ain't saying you homeless or nothing, but my people are poor in experience of good music. One of my songs is "I Don't Want Your Chick." Okay, that's not usual in rap. Everybody want to take everybody girl. Why? You ain't got no girl. You ain't famous enough to get your own girl. No, because I want yours, right? And so I made a song.
Is that coveting your neighbor something?
Yeah.
I think it's bad. The Bible says
man.
That.
So I'm saying if you're not using your gift for what it's intended for, you sinning. And so Rock You and Sinner Man is together, and it makes a song called Sometimes. And I'll be performing that at the Taste of Chicago, you know what I'm saying, with a live band, you know what I'm saying, with some background vocalists, you know what I'm saying, with a DJ, you know what I'm saying, what?
Booty dancers?
No, I ain't gonna have that, I will have a dancer, though. I will have a dancer.
Okay. Well,
and the dancer will be A Money, who has some form of Down syndrome, and he was being attacked in school. And I was like, nah, you coming with me, you cool as hell. And so since 17, he been rocking with me and dancing with me on the biggest stages, baby, come on. And he's 35 now. What?
Okay,
Quit playing. So
I
will have a dance.
adore
A Money gonna be up in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? PHENOM Universal. Let's go.
That is, you're such just a beautiful soul. So I thank you for stopping by. We'll have to have you back. Let's
I love
politics.
to come back. Can I bring some MC School back with me so you can see these graduates?
Oh, yeah.
I got Chicago rappers who are organizers. You can drop them off in Cuba with a spoon and a rubber band and come back in 3 weeks. It's going to be a program there.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely have you back. And thanks for tuning in to The Thriving Artist. You can follow me at The Thriving Artist Podcast on Instagram. Bye.